Hey guys, Eclipse14 here, and welcome to my next Let's Play. Just kidding, it's a continuation of Panzer Dragoon Saga. This is the beginning of Disc 2. I decided to take a few days off after clearing Disc 1 just to prevent from burnout, and I figured one disc would be a great time to do that. So I was playing a little of something else, Brave Fence and Masashi in particular, in order to just kind of do something else for a moment. But now I'm done, we're ready to begin Disc number 2. Hit continue. And load this thing from the internal RAM. And here we start, at the Forbidden Zone. No need to go here. Well, I mean, it's called the Forbidden Zone for a reason. It looks like a friggin' maelstrom. Then again, we are kind of done with what we need to do there anyway. Anyway, let's just head back to the Caravan, as there are a couple things we need to do here. Both in the daytime and at night. What the heck? Well then. Anyway, we can talk to NCAC here. Sweet. Alright. Anjo's not in his tent, but there are a couple things we need to do with the other tents. Starting off with Baika's tent, which is the shop. In which case, let's just go ahead and talk to him first.
あんたが新しい品が入ったよ。今度の獲物を使ってこしらえたんだ。
Sweet. Let's go ahead and make a deal. Before we do anything, let's go ahead and sell off our crap. In which case, the Stellariums, the shell plates, the Gibson lens, the liquor knives, and the one telepathy shard because I need to keep one on purpose. So that stays. Everybody else is right there. Now, some new items do show up, particularly just individual conditions, which isn't that big an issue. But the gun parts are much more important as you gain 3 new ones in the High Vulcan, Berserk Leech, and Sniper. High Vulcan is basically a straight-up upgrade of the Mauler. Get this one. Berserk Leech really isn't that impressive. I mean, it heals your health, but it doesn't do a significant amount of damage. The Sniper, however, is costly, but pretty good. Yeah, heavy damage to any weak point. You will want one of these things, and I have the dimes to do so. Technically, I do have enough for a Berserk Leech, but as I said, I'm not really that keen on it right now, especially since I kind of need the dimes. And that should do it. Will do. Alright, that's that. Alright, so we're done with the shop. Now we need to head to the big tent for 2 particular reasons. The first reason is to talk to this girl. I'm probably at the far. Let's do near and get this over with. This is actually important to progressing the story.
私たちはゾアの森を目指してるんだよ。あの森なら楽に暮らせるだろうからね。
でも森には必ず構成生物が。
あんた経典読んだことないのかい？ゾアの森は特別なんだよ。神様の力で守られてるのさ。大きな町もあるって話だよ。
そんな場所が本当にあるのか？こ
の辺の行商人に聞いたんだけどね。みんな一度は買い付けに行くんだってさ。ずっと東に進めばたどり着けるはずだよ。
And with that, you gain access to Zoah, but we're not going to cover there just yet. The main reason is because there are a couple side quest things we need to do, particularly involving this girl and 2 things that occur at night. One thing to note, and you will have to get used to this pretty quickly, you'll have to talk to people multiple times to get things going. For example, this girl.
すいません、仕事があるので。お話なら母に聞いてください。
And it'll run through that same 3 sequences for a little bit, and it would seem like it would be a constant. However, over time, they will change. And you'll have to give me a minute because this actually does take a long time of talking in order to change stuff, so I am going to make some cuts.
よその人とお話ししたことなくって。私生まれた村から出たことがなくって、旅に出てからずっと心細かったんです。ずっと一人で旅してるんですか？一人で寂しくないですか？
As you noticed, that was a second sequence of 3 that showed up. After 3 runs of the first cycle, it'll end up coming to here. And after a little longer, it will change to another 3, which is actually necessary for a particular side quest. Hang on, need to make a cut.
外の世界ももう怖くなくなりました。あなたも旅してる世界ですから。
And that's what you need, in which case there's 2 more that show up, which I'll go ahead and just show right now.
またすぐに出て行ってしまうんですね。暗遊のおじさんに聞きました。狩りに出るのって命がけなんですね。
And that covers the complete sequence. Yeah, it does take a while to get her to get to that point, but it does trigger the first part of another side quest that will come up later on. Now that that's done, it looks like things showed up in the daytime. How about that? Anyway, that's it for the village right now. What we need to do is wait until nightfall and cause 2 more scenes to trigger. The first one deals with Anjo himself right here.
最近ドラゴンの噂をよく聞くな。帝国軍と戦っているらしい。ありがたいことだ。
そういうものなのか。
なんだ、不信心なやつだな。これをやるから少し勉強しろ。
Dragon Bible. Well, Gash did say dragons were worshipped as gods, so is that really any surprise? Anywho, then we have this guy, who also triggers another side quest.
Zoah の話なら結構有名だけど、俺たちみたいなの受け入れてくれるのかね。禁止区域にドラゴンが出たんだってな。帝国軍が慌てて調べに行ったらしいぜ。しかし今度の狩りはきつかったぜ。
Same 3 cycle, but after a little bit, this will change. Let me cut.
なあ、あんたこの辺を旅してるんだろ。だったらちょっと頼まれてくれないか。
This is what you're looking for, in which case hit yes and starts another side quest.
わかった。どんなようだ？
大したことじゃない。ベラトの村の生き残りにあったらこれを渡してほしいんだ。ただし俺の名は出すなよ。適当にごまかしといてくれ。
And with that, you get the piranha
生き残り
fight.
って人が見つからなかった。
その時はそりゃあんたにやるよ。
Alright then. And that's it for the caravan at long last. So, yeah, quite a bit to do here, but it's all mainly side quest stuff as we slowly make our way into the, we're heading for Zoah. So leave the caravan, and that will allow us to come here, and right on over there is the village of Zoah. And here we are! Looks a little different compared to the caravan. Alright, so there are a couple things we can do that I'll probably do within time reasoning, although I probably will cut it short, as when it comes to cutting, I usually stop my stopwatch as well, since I don't have a timer otherwise. And I'd rather cut it short because I think I screwed up when I paused for cuts. Anyway, this is the shopkeeper, Jared.
どうだよお客さん。いいもの揃ってるだろう。
これみんな売り物なのか？
作りかけもあるけど大体はそうだな。俺はヤレドってんだ。この間ここに店を出したばかりでね。武器なんかもあるから見てってくれよ。 よう、調子はどうだ？
Alright, when it comes to dealing with Jared, he does have the exact same stuff that you saw in the Caravan. So the weapons are the same, and the items are the same, with the sole exception of a dual blast chip now being available. I'll go ahead and get one for good measure. And that's really about it.
毎度。
Before we leave, though, if you go right here, you can trigger a cutscene and get some extra items.
お前さん本なんか読むのか？読み古したやつなら持ってっていいぜ。中にはちょいとヤバいのもあるがな。
Ship report. Alright, with that you get one book. You'll get 3 more before you trigger something. Bible number 2, Dragon book number 1, and finally the Zoah Bible. If you check it one more time, this happens.
これ以上は勘弁してくれよ。俺の読む本がなくなっちまう。
No problem. No problem. Anyway, that's about it for the shop here. There are a couple more things we can do. I think one more thing to consider. And, well, I think I'll do 2 more pieces to cover side questing stuff, and then that'll be it. There's an item that we can pick up right over here with these 2 totem pole things. Inside here is a gem lens, which is something you can sell for a fairly good sized amount of dimes. Anyway, run on up here, go right between this path, and enter this door. You'll come across this guy, who is a big boy.
お前新顔だな。俺は新政君門番のアブネルってもんだ。俺の仕事中には面倒を起こすなよ。何かやらかすんなら昼間にしとけ。
Anyway, once again, like those 2 that I cut, there is something you can do if you talk to this guy for a while. So give me 1 second.
お前もここの噂聞いてきたんだろう？よそに比べりゃ楽園みたいなところだからな。門番ってのは退屈な仕事だぜ。眠気をこらえるのにも一苦労さ。なあ、金貸してくれよ。100ダインでいいんだ。
That's what you're looking for. Hit yes?
ありがてえ。これで食料が買えるぜ。
What the actual hell? And of course, Edge's thought process is hilarious as shit. So that's that, and that covers an opening for another side quest later on down the road. And there's one final thing we can do here that I know of. All I need to do is just quickly go here. Just run along this passage. The blue doors you saw, those are locked, but you can go in through the back over here. This is basically the bar of Zoah. And all we need to do is talk to this girl, I think just twice.
まだ店は開けてないわよ。
Yep.
あのさ、それベラとの笛よね。
そうだけど。
やっぱり。私ベラとの村で生まれたのよ。その笛は村に伝わる宝だったの。でも村は帝国に焼かれちゃってね。多分私が最後の生き残り。
それならこれ受け取ってくれないか。
いいの？でもどうして？大地、それどこで手に入れたの？
つまり見つけたんだよ、村の焼け跡で。でもほら、僕が持ってるよりは。
ありがとう。それじゃあ遠慮なくもらっとくわ。
And that works out. Alright. According to my timer, it's over 14 minutes. I'll figure it out through editing, but I actually am going to go ahead and cut the video here. mainly because there's a lot more to do with Zoah than just what I had just picked up. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and we'll continue rolling around Zoah next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.